Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the 4Ps. Now if you watched my video last week, which I'm going to link somewhere up here, I talked about the 5 key steps to starting your business, and I did touch on the 4Ps, and someone did reach out to me and asked me to go into more detail, so here I am. So what are these 4Ps? Now these are the ingredients that would help you to identify price, product, place and promotion, and it would help you really to get your product into the right market and get the right people buying it. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the very first thing you need to think about is your product, and this is what you're offering to your customers. Now this product could be a physical product or a service, but you need to identify the key features and benefits of the product. So now benefits are quite different from features. So features are the things the product has. Most of your customers do not really care about it. What they care about are the benefits. So for example, perfume. Everyone knows about perfume, right? You probably are not interested in the ingredients, but what you are interested in is how you come across, how you use that aroma, the scent that the perfume gives off when you wear it. Make sure that you understand your USP, i.e. what makes your product different from what's on the market. So that's key. Now, again, I'm going to go back to the perfume. This is an affordable perfume. It's Lady Millions. I will link it there. And this is Penhaligon. Now, this is a very expensive perfume. This is actually almost £300. Now, of course, this is luxury, right? And this is affordable, high street. Now, how you package your product, i.e. all the branding, the font, the colors, goes a long way to help you to understand where to position your product. So be mindful when you're creating your product. Do you want it to be high-end, affordable, or cheap? Because obviously if you want it to be cheap, you probably don't need to spend much getting together all the aesthetics of the product. So that's product. So now we're going to move on to price. Now, depending on where you want to position your product, the price is very important. Now, when you're thinking of the price, be sure to think of everything that it's taking you to produce this product or service. So, of course, all the production costs, any labor that's gone into it, all the ingredients, the branding, consultants that you might have paid, all of that forms part of the price that you're going to charge. Now again, pricing, a very difficult one. You need to make sure that you do your research. If you price too high, people will leave your product, especially if it doesn't live up to the expectations they had, or there's something a lot cheaper on the market and you've not been able to demonstrate the difference between your product and the others on the market. So you need to make sure that you have identified the right price. If it's too high, people leave it. If it's too low, people might actually think it's inferior. We've all gone into a shop, asked for something, and they've given us the price, and we thought it's cheap. And this is not what you want people to think about your product. You want to know that you've pitched it at the right. And of course, when you're thinking about pricing, think about the discounts, because you might have to do sales and all of that. So you take all of that into account when you're coming up with a price. If you're still watching, I need a great favor. Listen, I love doing what I'm doing, but I need more eyes on it. So my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. Please, big ask, right? If you don't ask, you don't get. So please, as you're watching, I'll hang on a second while you hit that subscribe button and the bell for notification. Please support this system. Anyway, let's get back to the video. And now that you've got your product and your price down pat, how about the place? Now these are the channels through which people, your target audience, will be able to buy your product. So that could be online, it could be in a physical shop, and that would depend pretty much on your product. Right now, a lot of things are being sold online, so it will be difficult for you to actually run a business without having some presence online. But online is vast because For example, you could sell from your own website. You could sell from a third-party website like Amazon. Amazon is a huge online departmental store. They sell everything from toilets to TVs to, they even sell services. They sell cloud service. So Amazon is really the one-stop shop. And most of the large brands also have shops on Amazon. Some products, I've interviewed entrepreneurs on my channel where they have their products on Amazon. So when you search for their product, they've paid SEO and all that. So it takes you directly to their Amazon page so that you can shop. So you can decide, do you want it on your website, Amazon, do you want to sell it through social media? So there's some social media platforms where you can actually have links to your store, even WhatsApp. So you would have to decide these channels because they're important. And in deciding the channels, you also have to decide, or not decide, well, decide your target audience. You need to identify who they are, because the target audience will also inform you of which channels to be on. Because if you're targeting 18 to 34, then Facebook might not be the place for you to be. It could be TikTok. And also consider the content. How do your target audience like to consume content? So if you're doing a lot of content creation, do they prefer videos, short form, long form, like all the shorts that are taking away our concentration these days? Do they prefer to read? So you need to look at all of that. So decide on the channels. And then the final P is promotion. Now you've got the product, you've done the pricing, you've identified exactly where you want to sell, but how are people going to find out about it? Without marketing, it's like you winking in the dark. You know you're winking, but nobody else can see. And it doesn't matter how great your product is, you need to make sure that people can find out about it. And that's good promotion. It could be paid and it could be unpaid. You could use organic. So we call paid marketing organic. So that could be you sending out newsletters. It could be you going yourself on social media, a bit like what I'm doing, having a YouTube channel, just talking about your product. Or you could decide to use social media influencers. So a lot of influencers now are being used to push products. You could decide to use one, but then there are other things you need to take into account. Obviously the key one is your budget. How much can you afford? And if you're going to use an influencer, do you want one with a large following or one with a small following? So that depends on your brand, and again it comes back to your budget. And then social media, there's so many different platforms that you can use to promote. You might decide to do paid advertising. For instance, if you decide Amazon is the place for you, you can still advertise on Amazon. And to be honest, it's not so bad. I have, again, entrepreneurs who come to my channel who sell products on Amazon and use paid adverts within the Amazon ecosystem to drive traffic to their page, so people buy their products. So you might need to use some paid advertising, but make sure when you start spending money on your marketing that you analyze and begin to look at what the customer journey looks like and how much you're paying at each point of that journey. Because a customer journey might start from a Google search. If you're putting ads, if you're paying for ads on a Google search, you could be throwing money away. However, if people are already on the Amazon platform, it's a marketplace, and you put ads there, they're more likely to click, because someone Googling is not quite ready to make a purchase yet, but when they actually land on a platform where all they've come to do is buy, then it's likely that your advert will yield results there. So again, those are the 4 P's. Hope you've enjoyed that, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.